Okay, let's looking at the markets. SPY starting off. I'm not convinced yet. It has to follow up, get above this 10-day at least, and maybe that could be your entry for tomorrow. If it gets above that 10-day, we see we have these lower highs in place. But being between this no man's land, and if you had the 20 up, maybe this would be a little bit better to say you're taking a play off the 20-day. I just keep these on there because, quite honestly, I don't like to keep things complicated. I believe that there's beauty and simplicity, and right here, right now, I don't see it. It just has to give me follow up for tomorrow. The volume isn't that great. It's still bearish MACD, so I'm kind of really cautious. So that doesn't mean you don't trade. Maybe that means that if you trade a certain size, maybe you go half an hour because you just don't really see what's going on. QQQ, same thing. I mean, it's above it, but this price action isn't really saying much. It got up and then pretty much closed close to this midday, a little bit under the midday point. So we have to really see what's going on. And again, it's below the 10, so it would look that if it breaks the low of this candle and breaks below this previous point that was resistance that became support, breaks below that, it can go down lower, plush bearish MACD. So I'm just very cautious about that. The Russell, same thing, got above, but then, again, the price action, it got up and then closed very close to the open. So this is not bullish. I mean, don't get caught up with just one day of price action to really make you just start saying, oh, now to start swinging for the fences for the bull side. Now, if it breaks above this high of this day, you can go long, which would be the 1196.25. That's fine, but right here, right now, it's just a little bit cautious. The diamond as well. Again, I want to see it get above this 10-day. I just want to see it get above this 10-day. This one actually looks the best out of all of them, but that's not really saying much if we're only 3 out of 4 that actually look pretty good. They did have some long names I'm going to look at. I'm going to go over them fairly quickly. You got VFC. That one looked good for tomorrow. You have, of course, Candy. That one looked great. High volume, meaning that some people are stepping in. Major institutional people stepping in. GMCR. That one looks okay. It could be a flag if you could get above today's highs. That would be a good thing as well. That one looks good as well. Breaking this down channel right here is a good sign. So it's breaking above it. If you can get some follow through to the upside, that would look good. You got Ulta. This 200 is looming, but kind of play that one out. That one's maybe just keep that on your stock. Watch this. State Street does not look good. This one looks like it could get down lower if it breaks the highs. HP looks good. Johnson & Johnson looks okay. Gets above these highs, it definitely looks better. I think I had. Yeah, this one was like a play that I saw that I kind of was like, I don't know if this was, it looks like an IPO, but just popped up. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on this and kind of go from there because the volume is pretty good, but it looks like if it could break above these highs or today's highs, it definitely looks good. I like this volume has really decreased to the selling side and going up. So keep that one on your watch list as well. And Q, that one looks good as well, back above the 10-day. You got Save, that one looks good as well. You have Priceline, not looking good to me. If it breaks below the low, it can continue to go down lower, quite honestly. It could definitely come back and test these because this is a major, this is the last pivot point right here, right at the 50. So if it can get down below that very bearish MACD, it can continue to go to the downside. Facebook, if it gets back above 70, I would say, but I would just be a little bit cautious right here. But you have your defined risk based on this shooting star. Some ones that don't look good is Yoku. That doesn't look good. This candle's actually red. Apple doesn't look good as well. So if it breaks below this low, I think it's going to the downside. Or you can be aggressive and get below this low of 529.97. That one doesn't look good as well because you can see from the price action, it actually closed below. It got up and closed below the open of today. So that one doesn't look good as well. Solar City doesn't look good either. This one is just going sideways, but you have a lower high in place. You have these lower highs in place, and you got to respect that. Respect the price action. So we also have one that really looks good. The short side is actually Herbalife. Let's see if this one can continue And if it gets low, breaks this low, it's definitely got some room to run. So just keep those on your radar. Another one that I had was Yandex. That one looked like it could just be flagging. Again, here we go. Yandex. Here we go. Just put this little flag here. You kind of can see it from there. That little flag. It's not perfect, but one life is perfect. So just kind of look at that, and that could be something that could be flagging as well if it breaks today's low, or if you want to break out traded the low of this candle as well. So keep those things in mind. One day doesn't make or break a trend. Again, we're in kind of this sideways. I don't know where we're going to be heading, upper or lower. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow break above this high and the 10-day looks great. Break above that low or gaps down, then we definitely can see ourselves in a little bit more action to the downside. All right. Remember, look at these weeklies, but right here, right now, we can see that it needs to hold these areas as well. So take care and trade well.